weird feeling. Gonna document this. Maybe you can relate. Gonna share some stuff, maybe some takeaways for you, because I'm feeling younger and older every day at the same time. On the one side, I'm in the best shape of my life, probably. Like not as lean, but now I have more muscle, But I'm probably as lean as I've been when I was 10 years old. So I get kind of all my childish, energy back. I wanna, jump around, play, meet people. I feel so much, lighter and more energized, and that I can do anything, especially now we have AI, like you can make all your wishes come true in a few prompts, few automations. You can, when you were a kid, you had so many like ideas and goals, and now you can just do anything super quickly. And then also, when I was 12, I was getting into all this YouTube, and I always had this idea of, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, make ad revenue, and now I actually got a channel that made me, 3K last month from posting shorts, started with a dropshipping product. So it's kind of all that childish energy, and I just make money out of nowhere. Like, look, guys, look. But obviously, there's like no one left to celebrate, and I'm gonna get into that getting older part soon. But now it's, I even had dreams about Brawl Stars, Minecraft, Clash Royale, because that's the games I used to, and it's all in my mind, reactivating my childish. When you woke up as a kid, you had no worries, you didn't know what a calorie was, you didn't know what left and right politics, all that noise about war. I don't even want to know it, bro. I'm completely detached right now from any like ideologies, any ideas. Getting my mind super peaceful. Obviously I'm counting calories, but it's like, one meal a day anyways, and I'm like, I just feel super free, and I can do anything I want, no like slavery job, anything like that. But on the other hand, like, of course, when I got my own apartment, it's like you get kind of more into the real world. But I was standing at the train station, or like at a bus stop, and this bus stop, I used to go there like thousands of times throughout my school career, and I talked there with so many like of my classmates or friends, and all these memories. And then just see this bus stop is just empty. I look around, I remember all the memories, and then just everything gone. Everybody's like doing their job, or getting like in school, or like caring about chasing girls, and I'm just there like it's all empty, it's all stone cold. It's everybody is like, no one left to celebrate. Of course I had to like sacrifice a lot, and I'm still super lonely, because I promised myself like no social things until I'm successful or hit like big months. But it's like no like it's like nobody's there. Everybody's so grown up, aka like in slavery, or like nobody got this freedom anymore. Now they talk about immigration, politics. Bro, like, let's play a round of Brawl Stars. So this is kind of over exaggerated, but what I'm talking about is, it's just so sad. I protected my mind from all this like political, and people say, oh, you're a child, you don't even want to go into politics. I made another video about politics a few minutes ago. I'm gonna post these two combined probably in a span of 1 or 2 weeks. So you're a child, you don't even want to get into politics. Like, bro, come on. It's just, you're not peaceful, and you lose your freedom, and that's why I also feel I'm getting older. I kind of like, I spend all that time getting into good shape, chasing success, now nobody's there anymore. I basically had no like teenage life, you know what I mean? Like I'm completely lonely for the past 3 years, and now I missed so many years basically of being into good shape. I went into really bad shape when I was probably 13, and I stopped working out, and I stopped playing soccer, and my nutrition was super bad. I had all these bad habits, so I was fighting these demons of like my nutrition and bad habits for years. And when I get out of it now, I'm just looking back at this like, you know, entire like hole that I got out of, and like now I'm out, but now what? Like now I would like to be in this good shape when I was 14. I regret, when I was 14, I was like watching way too much stuff about politics. I really thought like, oh, now I get meaning and stuff. It's just, bro, it's just all useless. And I wish I could have been just, sticking to one thing, staying with YouTube Shorts, or staying with like social media, and then sticking to the workouts. But that's just something you learn that made me stronger. So also because I'm like not attached to a school system anymore or anything. I can say and do whatever I want. I don't have to distort myself. Also not because I'm like weak anymore, or like I have to be ashamed of my body or something. I'm completely free, and I'm not like, I don't get like put into any system every day right now. I feel just super like, bro, it's everything free. Tomorrow I can decide to travel to Paris. Like, it's crazy, and I feel just so much lighter. Even lighter than when I was like at 14, 15, because my weight, my guilt of like eating disorders, of like my bad habits that what I'm saying, like all this guilt is away. I'm completely free. Yeah, comment your thoughts down below, and when you're young, always chase your dreams, always.